This is a brand new GoPro Hero 11, and this is a brand new SD card. I'm going to take my card, put it in my camera like so, pop in the battery, and then get ready to start recording. And I am going to make some excellent GoPro videos. Only I'm not, because that is the very worst mistake you could have made with your brand new GoPro, and in this video, I'm going to explain why. This is DemonView. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I do appreciate you tuning in, and you might actually remember this video if you've been a long-term watcher. However, I've decided to remake this video with obviously better sound and better lighting and better video recording equipment. But the main reason for remaking this video is that a lot of people don't watch older videos, and I'm seeing this question pop up again and again, and people are saying, why is my GoPro shutting down all of a sudden? Why is my GoPro freezing when I'm trying to record? And it's usually due to SD card errors. So in this video, I'm going to explain how you should properly set up the SD card to use in your GoPro camera and what you can do to repair your SD card if you have issues with it. So before we begin, if you could do me a favor and click on those like and subscribe buttons down below, I'd really appreciate it. I make all these videos at my own expense. This is a non-sponsored channel, so there's no bought and paid for reviews here. However, it does cost to make these videos, and you clicking like and subscribe really does help out with those costs, and even better, it doesn't cost you a penny to do so. So do me a favor, click those like and subscribe buttons now. For those of you who don't know, micro SD card manufacturers actually print off thousands of these things in a big sheet, and they just divide them up into individual pieces like this. Then they give them a generic format when they leave the factory, just so that they work on a device. However, each device requires a different format and a different block size when it comes to optimal operation of the card. Now, device manufacturers have no idea what device these cards are going into. It could be going into a watch, it could be going into a smartphone, a tablet, being used in a digital camera, or being used in an action camera. And all of these devices require different formats, different block sizes to operate at optimal efficiency. So the very worst thing that you can do is actually take an SD card straight out of the packet, put it into your camera, and then just start using it like, you know, there's going to be no issues, because that will cause issues. You're pretty much guaranteed. It might work fine initially, but then down the road you're going to start running into errors where you'll get a display message on the rear screen of your camera saying, you know, SD card corruption, need to format your card to continue, which will make you lose all data on the card that you've been recording. So if you have a brand new camera or a brand new SD card, here's the very first things that you should be doing with it. Take the SD card out of its packet, put it in your GoPro camera like so, and that's it. Then put your battery in and go ahead with setting up your camera for the first time and, you know, making sure it's updated and everything. However, before you first start using your camera, I want you to access that rear touchscreen, and I want you to swipe down on the options here, go across and click on Preferences. Then we're going to go down to Reset and Format SD card, which is right at the top of the reset options. It will tell you that it's going to delete everything, and that's absolutely fine if you have an empty SD card. If your SD card is empty, back it up first and click on Format. So before you use your SD card, make sure you format it in the camera. Now, you don't need to do this every single time that you record. You only need to do it the first time you use that SD card, and that's it. That's all you have to do to make sure the SD card is set up properly, and this can be a lifesaver. However, if you haven't done this, or if you're running into SD card issues where you keep getting, you know, SD card errors, or your camera shuts down or freezes, it's likely because of a corrupt SD card. Your camera is only capable of performing what's known as a quick format. And a quick format basically gets rid of any files that are on the SD card and marks your system as to ignore those files. They're all still here, including the corrupt sections. It's just that your system has been told to ignore them. And that really doesn't work, because imagine like a freeway, a corrupt section of your card is like a big speed bump on that road, and when you hit it, it's going to crash. So if you're having issues where your camera suddenly powers off or freezes and doesn't continue recording, it's usually because of a corrupt SD card, and that needs to be repaired. So I'm going to show you how to repair your SD card right now. Make sure your camera is powered off. Open the door, take out the battery, then remove the SD card itself, just like so. And what you're going to want to do is put that SD card into an SD card reader, like this. Comes with the Samsung Evo card, and put it into your PC, and then you're going to want to go to your desktop. So as you can see, the SD card has popped up over here. What you want to do is right click on that SD card and choose format. And there your format option should pop up. And what you want to do is make sure that this quick format box is not checked. If you perform a quick format on the card, hit start like so, it'll tell you that's going to erase all data. If you click OK on that, there you go, format's complete in a few seconds, and that has done nothing to fix SD card errors. Because quick formats do not repair SD card errors, they only mark the files to ignore them. So what you want to do is unclick that quick format box and click on start. Yes, it's going to erase all data on the card, so if you have files on that card, you do want to back it up first. So we'll just click OK, and the format shall begin. This is going to take about 20 minutes to do. Once the full format has completed, you'll get the message up saying format complete. Just click OK and shut down your formatter. Then you're going to eject the card from your PC. Once you've done that, we're going to go back to the start again. You're going to put that SD card back in your camera, like so. And just like before, we're going to format the card again in the camera. Now the reason for this is quite simple. Your PC has done a format using the Windows format, and it's hopefully fixed any errors that are on that SD card. However, it's not set it up to use the optimal format or optimal block size for your GoPro, and that's why we're formatting again the GoPro. We've already fixed the SD card corruption, but we want to make sure it's using the optimal file format and the optimal block size for writing. So just go into your preferences again, click on reset SD card or format SD card, click confirm, and there we go. In a few seconds, a quick format has completed. It's set the card up to use the optimal format and optimal block size for recording. And that's it. We are done and ready to go recording. So that's it. That's all you have to do. So if it's the first time using your GoPro and it's a brand new SD card, make sure you format it in at first. And if you're having errors where your GoPro freezes up or shuts down unexpectedly, make sure you perform a full format of the SD card in your PC to prevent that from happening. So, hope you found that useful, and if you did, make sure you click on those like and subscribe buttons. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and hopefully you tune in for the next video. Cheerio. And here's your little bonus bit because you were nice and waited around till after the credits. I've got 2 more videos coming up. Number 1 is about the GoPro Fusion camera. Now if you have one of those, you'll know that there are issues with them. They're no longer really supported by GoPro, but they actually are still useful. And I'm going to show you how you can actually use that GoPro Fusion camera to update Google Street View. And that's pretty cool. The second part is that recently I launched a poll in the community tab. If you haven't seen that, go check out that community tab right now. It's worth checking out. And that is about monetizing your YouTube channel, how to go about it, what mistakes I've made, how much I've earned so far in my first few months being a monetized YouTuber, and how you can actually start uploading videos right now that aren't going to cause you problems in the future. So stick around, that one's coming up, and it's really important. Until then, cheerio.